Hey everyone, Crazy Jimmy here. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do something a little different. Today is going to be Rare Hype Sticker Day. So I'm going to do a series, probably a couple parts. This will be part one, and I'll have like a part two and a part three, I think. I don't know if I'll have enough to do a part four, but this is going to be where I show you hype stickers that you normally don't see every day. I'm not going to be showing you the ones that you see more often than not, like like on a Madonna album where a lot of those the shrink was left on and the hype stickers are there, and they're a little more common than some of these that I'm going to show. So that's kind of the goal here. I'm a fanatic with hype stickers. I love collecting them. I love collecting albums with shrink with the hype sticker on the shrink. That's just a passion of mine with collecting, among many other things. So I figured I'd share it with you, and maybe some of you will adopt it. Who knows? Or not. But anyways, let's get rolling. This will be part one, and then we'll do a part two when I get back from Nashville. Let's start off with Aerosmith's first LP. This is their self-titled with Dream On. You can see the Dream On hype sticker there. It's backwards to me. I don't know. I hope it's not backwards to you in the video. But hit single Dream On, which is kind of crazy because this is the Walking the Dig mispress, or error sleeve. So it does have the Walking the Dig on the back, but it also has the Dream On sticker. So really, really cool, and you just never see this hype sticker. It's very rare to see it at all. If you look it up on PopPsych, over the last 20 years, maybe a handful have come up. So, but really cool to see that. Pretty neat hype sticker too, two-tone color. Next up, you don't see this too often either, mainly because it was on a Gatefold, and that would be Eat a Peach. And that sticker there, it's basically a trackless sticker, but it's got Allman Brothers, Eat a Peach. This particular one is in the shrink, really cool, and you just don't see it because with Gatefolds, most people took the shrink off and they disposed of it, and the hype sticker kind of disappeared. So it's not as rare as the Dream On hype sticker, but it's also not growing on trees either. Here's another one again, a Gatefold sleeve, Buckingham Nicks, the beginning, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, right there. So, again, this one was kind of shredded off because it's a Gatefold. This is in the shrink as well, so pretty cool to have that. But, really neat little hype sticker right there. This one here, too, I don't see terribly often. This is the Cure Disintegration featuring Fascination Street. Right there. It's got a big old price sticker on there, too, which is cool. I like price stickers as well, as long as they're on the shrink. Here's one I never see. I don't know why, and it's not in the best shape, but Trucking. Or Truckin'. On American Beauty or American Reality, however you want to read it. And then this one, too, you don't see that often with the purple Grateful Dead Warner Brothers sticker. But this one's even rare. Rarely ever see it. I wish it was in better shape. But I'll take it as is. Here's one, Michael Hurley the Holy Modal Rounders. This is my favorite album that Michael Hurley was involved with, Have Moisey. And it's got a really good hype sticker right there. And this, if you haven't heard this album featuring both Hurley and the Holy Modal Rounders, you need do yourself a favor and check it out. I mean, this is a feel-good album of the 70s. This was put out in 76, and it's just so feel-good. Just such great melodies. The sound quality on this, too, is just phenomenal. There's the label, but... the hype sticker is really cool because it has like the Village Voice on here. I think is on David Robert Christgau sounds like the record of the year to me. So, and he rarely ever has anything nice to say. So Cream also chimed in. Definitely the best album I've heard all year. Instant classics abound. New York Times, top 20 top records for Christmas gifts, 1976. The wonderfully amusing. It's too dark in here. I can't read the whole thing. Sorry. Crawdaddy also chimed in, a collective collection of Looney Tunes by an endearing group of cosmic chumps. Their orchestrated madness is truly contagious. The Walrus chimed in. If entertainment is the purpose of a record, this one is a winner. And then Rock et Folk also chimed in. Paris, Philippe Garnier, and it's in French. So, but yeah, really cool hype sticker. You don't see that too often. Here's one when you do see the hype sticker on the shrink or on the album, the album just sells for hundreds of dollars, which is insane. But there it is. Captain Fantastic, Elton John. You just never see this hype sticker, and when you do, the album just, sells for $200 to $300 with that hype sticker on the shrink. This is a sealed copy as well. I did happen to have the original fan club insert, so I kind of stuck it in the back. But yeah, look at that. Someone saved my life tonight. There's one online right now for someone's trying to get $5,000 for one, and then there's another one I'm selling online. Because I had a second copy with this hype sticker, because I collect hype stickers. So, but mine I put up for $8, and I let the bid fly. So, 5,000 is a little ridiculous. This one here, Gatefold. Again, you never see it. Not only do we have this like horizontal OBI, whatever you want to call it, but also the Dire Maker hit hype sticker. So. You don't see it too often because the people rip the shrink off of these Gatefold sleeves. All right, a couple Lynyrd Skynyrds. I think I showed this one before, but Freebird on the shrink. Very, very, very rare to see that. This is a sealed copy too, so amazing. And it's got the Sounds of a South down there. That's even, it's going to be an original yellow label. Here's another one you never see. Second helping. Right there. Just never see it. Alright. Put that in there. Another one on a Gatefold sleeve. You just never see it. Nilsson, the point, and it's a triangular point. So super cool to see that. A really neat hype sticker. A 90-minute animated feature film special for television. And then it goes on in really small print. So, cool. Next up, John Prine in the shrink. But what you don't see is a Legal Smile hype sticker. You rarely ever see it. Illegal Smile and the Texas Wheelers. It's got 2 on there. All right, next up, another one that sells for, between 80 and 125 when you do see it. The die cut Raspberries side 3 with their hit single Tonight. This one's sealed. Super cool. Love this die cut sleeve too. Really cool. I've got other hype stickers from the Raspberries, like Go All the Way on their first one, but I think that's not as rare, but so I'm not showing that one. A sealed copy of Exile, original press, Unipack. That's how I know it's an original. And on the back, look at that. Love that. Here you go. Just killer. Really cool to have that. Super excited to have that, of course. Next up, again, a Gatefold die cut you just never see. This is sealed, and you got your tracklist sticker, hype sticker, whatever you want to call it. And there's also sealed inside is this promo sheet. Super cool. top 100 all time for me, by the way. I'm a huge Rundgren fan. Next up, you're probably going to say, well, I see this one all the time. No, you don't. You don't see it for Cecilia. You usually see that bigger Grammy Award one, and then it's talking about a different song on the little one, and I forgot what song normally you do see. I think it's like the funky one with like 3 words in it, but you never see the one for Cecilia. 2I. So yeah, very rare to see. So if you do see it with Cecilia, those command a little more money usually. Here's one that's super rare. Gatefold. I think I've seen this twice in like 35, 40 years. Steely Dan's Pretzel Logic. Look at that. You just never see that one. Again, it's a Gatefold. Got ripped off probably. Steely Dan latest release is mysterious, clever, and absolutely delightful, says Donald Fagen of Steely Dan. He wrote his own hype sticker. Wow. Way to go. Here's another one. Normally, this is another one that tended to get ripped right off. But not only do you have this cool Sly Stone track list one, but you also have Family Affair. You sometimes you'll see one or the other, but you never see both. So that's cool. In the Shrink, God rest his soul. Couple more. This one here, you never see it. The album, while it's pretty common, you never see I'm Not in Love hype sticker. Go on PopPsych and look it up. I mean, there's very few of them over, the last 20 years. So pretty cool to have that in the Shrink. I think this one's sealed, actually. But yeah, I mean, a Gatefold sleeve, they just tended to rip them off and throw them out, and that's another reason. Couple more. Great album, Yellow, Solid Pleasure. But right there, look at that hype sticker. And this one here is a true hype sticker. If there was justice in the world, Solid Pleasure would become as popular as Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. One of the best things your stereo has tasted in a long time. Downtowner wrote that. And the reason they say Dark Side of the Moon is because there's vibes of Dark Side of the Moon on this. This is by far my favorite Yellow album. And I like a lot of what Yellow did, especially the first few albums. But this is my favorite. And God, the cover's amazing. I think this cover's outrageously amazing. Ralph Records. Love Ralph Records. Love The Residents. And then last but not least, one you just never see. Hit single Time of the Season on a original pressing right on the Shrink. On this Odyssey and Oracle. Super cool. Anyways, that's part one. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed showing them. I will have a part 2 when I get back from Nashville, but please comment down below if you like this series. If you don't like the series, let me know as well. If you think it's boring, fine, let me know. If you got some enjoyment out of it, let me know that as well. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. Thank you. Take care.